Hi Aquarius, this is your reading for the next 7 days or so, and on the dice we have Gemini, the 6th house and the moon. So the 6th house is a house of health. You might be focused on your health this week. Is kind of work routines, habits. It might be that your emotional health might be in focus with the moon being here. You might be kind of feeling a bit of anxiety this week with Gemini being here. It's a sign of, duality. So you might be concerned about your health, you might be concerned about the health of others. Yeah. You might just be trying to get some routines in place. So I'm seeing the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, and possibly a bit of a breakthrough on the money front here. I feel that this reading is kind of suggesting that's where your focus needs to be. You seem to be all tied up in some sort of conflict with someone who is, determined to win. And from what I'm seeing from that side, that is a complete waste of your time, and you need to be focused kind of elsewhere. So I just sort of feel you might be pulled in 2 directions this week. You have got the new blueprints, which is be the change you want to see. It's suggesting you take some action, however small that may be, because it does have a ripple effect basically. So it can be like, rip it up and start again. There might be something completely and utterly new coming your way. And I cannot believe you've got the Nautilus Princess again. I swear, I think this must be the 4th time you've had it, and I don't know how many weeks. It seems to be like your card. It is speaking about, being very emotional. She is underwater, but it's also speaking about moving up to the next level. This is what this card is about. It's about taking your growth, taking yourself seriously in some way. There's something brand new here. I just got this feeling, Aquarius, you need to kind of really shake things up, like, maybe even like give yourself a kick up the arse, because the focus is all wrong. You've got adjacent possibilities in reverse here, all tied up, and the Angel of Love. Now, adjacent possibilities being in reverse can speak that you don't have that many options. You need to, or you've narrowed down your options, It also speaks about, don't miss an opportunity. It might be an opportunity that you're missing here. And you're maybe letting, worry or self-doubt kind of get in the way. So you need to be like more optimistic. Overall this week is about being more optimistic. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse with the Star card upright. Star card upright is obviously lovely, and it is your own card, and it speaks about healing. 9 of Pentacles in reverse, I'm seeing it with the Skull and Fortune. I do feel it's less physical and more financial. So it is, I don't know if you're trying to, maybe get a loan, for example. I just feel that there is something to do with studying fortune here, and it might be in terms of, studying how to, grow your wealth, where to invest your money, how to spend your time, what sort of job you want to do. It can obviously speak, I don't read my Gypsy Oracle in reverse here, but I've just left them as they are. Because the 9 of Pentacles is in reverse and Fortune is in reverse here, I just sort of feel that this is like a time where you need to focus on almost healing your finances, making sure that you are, spending your money in the right way, taking the correct advice, because there might be some sort of advice under here with the man holding a coin in reverse at the base of the deck. This is my bad financial advisor. This is someone who's not acting in your best interest. And you do have a thief here as well. He is a dilettante upright and a scribe in reverse here. I just feel that somebody, or maybe you, maybe someone you're connecting with, is in some way dealing with someone in connection with their finances who really doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. And you shouldn't be taking advice from this person. You might need to, go through some sort of, your contract or your insurance documents. Make sure that everything as it should be. That, that somebody hasn't messed up here in terms of your insurance. I don't know if you're maybe putting a claim in, or you're taking insurance out here. But I'm feeling that there's a wee kind of vibe here with the man holding a coin in reverse and the thief here on the old woman, is that someone might be attempting to kind of rip you off financially. And that is something you need to look at very, very carefully with the Fortune and the Skull and the 9 of Pentacles reverse. 9 of Pentacles is not being able to pay your way sometimes. It's not feeling financially secure. If you are self-employed, it can mean that things are a little bit unstable there. But the star is a beautiful card of healing, of guidance, It has the old woman and the thief on it though. Now the old woman can suggest something from the past. It can mean that sometimes you kind of like, you know, feel that you're running out of time in a situation. And this thief, who doesn't need to be a person, but it can be like, you know, maybe you just sort of feel like you've had years stolen from you, or I don't know why I'm getting like, you know, your national insurance contributions. Obviously that's not going to resonate for anyone who's not in the UK, but you might be looking and realising you haven't fully paid your stamp for your pension, put it that way. That's just an example. There's a feeling that something's been taken here, and now it's kind of time to get things sorted. Now you may be looking to retire, or you may be just like, you know, looking to the future. That might be way out for you, but I think you have to be very careful in terms of who you employ as your financial advisor, who you take advice from, because there's at least someone here who does not know what they're doing in that department. All tied up is coming through, is something that you kind of stuck with, you know. She's wrapped in all these vines, not able to move. What's that song I'm hearing? I'm in chains. Is that Leanne Rimes? Yeah. And, you know, the whole vibe I get from this is, again, you're focusing on the wrong thing. So you've got the Five of Swords here. So some sort of, you know, conflict, argument, someone who wants to win, can be mind games. I'm seeing this as someone who's very, you know, aggressive or passive aggressive sometimes with the Knight of Swords in reverse. Just someone who doesn't think clearly, doesn't make good decisions, isn't honourable. They are a god. I'm looking at them in their shadow side, given that everything is around them. So this can be someone who's cruel. This is someone who uses their power to control people and keep them tied up here. We've got cheerfulness, wedding, lover, and lord. So somebody getting married, someone who is married. I don't know if you're stuck on someone who's married. There's I am feeling like some kind of obsession here. Not like, you know, like tracking someone down, obsessive, but obsessive in terms of where your thoughts are going. And I feel they're misplaced. I feel they should be in another direction. Because in some way, with the Angel of Love here, which just speaks about some sort of, you know, tender connection or compassion or affection, it can speak of new love approaching. There's the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. There's no effort being put in here in terms of a connection. So if you're like, you know, smitten with someone, or, you know, hoping that things will resolve, there's somebody here not putting any effort in with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And with the Eight of Pentacles reverse, Nine of Pentacles reverse, there's an issue around work. There's an issue around Pentacles. There's an issue around resources. I do see that kind of wrapping up. Praise be. We've got the World card and the Ace of Swords. This might be like, you know, a bit of an epiphany. The Ace of Swords comes in as truth, communication, a breakthrough. It is in some way power, and there is going to be some sort of understanding, maybe about why effort hasn't been put in terms of this connection, because the Ace of Swords, the Sword of Truth, is pointing right up at the Money card. It is in reverse. So I asked what's been wrapped up, and I've got Soldier and the Widower. So the Widower and the Old Woman both speak about something from the past here. There's conflict from the past, and that's been wrapped up, and in some way it's empowering for sure with the Ace of Swords, or it has some connection with money. I don't know if you've got a financial tie with someone here. Maybe it's, you know, I don't know, an ex or someone who's now married. But there is going to be a powerful energy shift here. You need to make the shift, Aquarius, with new blueprints and the Nautilus Princess. The fact that this card keeps coming up kind of week in, week out, is sort of saying to me that someone's not taking their growth seriously. They're not taking the messages that are being delivered to them in the way they should, and moving forward with them. There's a big pile up right in here that needs to have none of your attention whatsoever. So you may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed this week, you know, about where to go and how to go about it. to be careful with your money and who you're listening to. Let me take you some advice. Aquarius. Advice for Aquarius. Next 7 days. Advice for Aquarius. Yeah. Okay. So I am going to take a little bit more on this chap up here, because I think with the crown chakra under him in reverse, this is somebody you're not seeing clearly. Tell me about the man holding a coin at the base of the deck for Aquarius. There's the clouds. The man holding a coin at the base of the deck for Aquarius. The man holding a coin in reverse. If you are dealing with some sort of like money matter involving someone else where there's been, you know, I'm not saying corruption necessarily, or you may be ripped off, or you don't really trust the advice you're given, this might be a time where you might need to make things official, you know. You might want to make a complaint. Show me the man holding a coin reverse for Aquarius. The man holding a coin reverse for Aquarius. Yeah, it's a snake. Honest to God, there's somebody very dodgy here. This is betrayal, corruption. Can obviously speak of the other women. Not seeing anything like that. I think he's connected with money. The dice. This is somebody who's risky. So if you've entrusted your money to, you know, a financial advisor, or maybe even a mortgage advisor, or just someone who you think, you know, knows what they're doing, going to invest it properly, they haven't got a fucking clue what they're doing. They're a dilettante and a scribe in reverse. This is someone who literally just, you know, copies other people's work. You might not see that money again with the dice here. The snake. Snake. And it's someone who's going to look the part, you know. You need to cut that out. Look at that. The whip. Oh, Jesus Christ. This can literally be someone who's dangerous. I don't know if it's like a money lender or someone who's desperate for money. I mean, I have got a thief coming into my old woman here. All the doors being shut. It literally could be like someone trying to burgle someone else. This is who this guy is. This is someone who is abusive, argumentative. Could be straight up dangerous and needs to be cut out. They don't know what they're doing. They don't have the knowledge that they profess to have. So, let's take the advice for Aquarius. Advice for Aquarius for this next 7 days. Spring. See your seeds grow in spring. I'm still thinking of investments here. So this spring can be a timeline indicator. You know, it's about 7 of Pentacles. Whatever you planted will come to fruition in spring here. But it might mean you want to kind of like, you know, spring forward in some way. Advice for Aquarius, next 7 days. Coffin. Right, this is money and misfortune around money, Aquarius. You need to put an end to something involving money with someone else. I don't know who you're taking advice from, but you shouldn't be. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Okay, let me know what resonates, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.